circa 1989, and this is where I actually grew up. White sands, blue sky, blue beach, sunny south of Spain. Back then I had no problems in life, everything was clear. Now we get all this email day to day, whether it's a secretary or a C-level. Getting 1,500, 200 emails a day, they won't stop, and to be quite honest, it's killing all our productivity. Now, we get, you might get thousands of emails perhaps, and it's always being in the background. You've got mail, you've got mail. Well, this is stopping, this is interrupting you. And every time you have an interruption, it takes you like 20 minutes to get back into focus on what you was working on to start with. And then email breaks, and then we break down, we get stressed. But overall, we do actually increase our productivity because we're not stressed over email. We're not getting interrupted every few minutes, which is fantastic for some, not so much for others. And then, you get through billions of emails passing through the internet a day, 90% of which is spam. So realistically, what are you getting? Why is your inbox full of 300 emails a day? Surely you can't be that busy. Well, it turns out you're just focusing on the wrong type of emails. Sex, well, it comes into productivity, I suppose. It ties in with your day-to-day life. And sex, just like emails, when you start off, it's not so influential, it's not so busy in your life, it doesn't affect you that much. When you're a little child, you've got that wonderful romance you might have, and hopefully you're not the one on the other corner who's going to be very upset. Each to their own. But as you get older, you progress through life, things start to get a little bit better, things start to progress. Perhaps you're one of the lucky few that has a big grin on their face at the end of the night when you're out. And these sort of things interrupt your personal productivity, these sort of things interrupt your daily workflow. And the average bloke can last 3 to 10 minutes, which ain't too bad. If you're one of the lucky few, which I know there are here tonight, you can last up to 15 minutes or maybe an hour, especially if you learn to live longer. And the average woman gets to have around 3,000 sex in her lifetime. And this all comes into getting things done, the art of living stress-free and achieving productivity. This is something not many of us manage to achieve because we've simply got too much going on. What this is about is actually managing your whole lifestyle, what comes in, put all of your stuff into one box, decide what you're going to do with it. If it can be done in 2 minutes, I'm not saying sex should be, but if your things can be done in 2 minutes, do it now. If not, defer it or delegate it to somebody else. Pass your wife along. So what do you put in your GTD? What do you put in your getting things done box? Well, everything. Because being more productive is all about breaking down all the tasks you've got in your life, getting your wife flowers, picking up the milk, doing a client-aid project, break it all down into smaller chunks. And you may have personal goals, like mine is becoming Batman one of these days. It'd be nice. Or tracking all of your professional projects, finish client-aid's website, or build some more cardboard boxes for client B over here. It's all important. And some of the most important people in the world before email really had this nailed down. Time is money. Define your fears and goals. Break down what it is you're working on in order to achieve a better productivity. And this, in fact, believe it or not, comes around to sex. So defining your goals and objectives can really make you be more productive. Have more sex in mind your email. Not necessarily in that order, mind you, but it does work, believe me. So, by managing your email, declaring no bankruptcy if you must, not necessarily what I recommend. Filter. You don't need those 300 emails. Get rid of the catalogs that go into your email inbox. Use text expansion and templates to bang out those 50 emails that are repetitive all the time. And by having more sex, you're releasing endorphins, which, trust me, it keeps you happy. You're raising your levels of serotonin, which will make you think clearer and think better. And believe it or not, this does help you work better. Studies prove it, I'm sure. Getting things done is not about all those cool little apps you've got on your iPhone or your iPad, or for some of you Android. It's about all your stuff and what you do with it, how you break it down on the smallest possible level, and what you do with it. Reducing your emails, as Yoda said, leads to less stress. Less stress leads to more sex. More sex does lead to happiness. And more happiness does lead to better productivity, whether you believe it or not. So, for all the couples in here, Sunday night, you know what to do before work Monday morning. The truth is we don't have the same time and attention we had when we were younger. And we have all these emails and interruptions on a day-to-day basis, which are just manic. So manage them better, achieve better productivity, work-life, and sex. Thank you.